Suck on my salty Christmas balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas. I don't know what day it is, but I thought that we could make some healthy-ish Christmas treats. Now, the last couple of Christmases I have been on my Christmas journey, on my fitness journey, and it hasn't meant that I haven't overindulged over Christmas. I totally have, because it's Christmas, but I did say last year make some Christmas treats for my family and put them in little hampers, and also I made some Christmas treats that I felt still tasted yummy and meant that around Christmas Day we had other things like healthier things to snack on or to have a sweet treat rather than having a massive bowl of quality street and eating them all to myself, which, I mean, we probably will do anyway. So I thought that I would start with some by the way, other than the bread that I'm about to make, everything is pretty much no bake, because I really can't stand baking. I'm not very good at it. So the only thing, I'll start with the bread. We are going to make white chocolate and apricot protein bread, okay? And it's literally only got a few ingredients: oats, yogurt, apricots, and a white chocolate grenade bar, which is a protein bar, and a bit of baking powder. So we are going to start with that. Also, just so you know, I very rarely weigh things. I just guess. So I generally guess by consistency. So I will try and give you a rough estimate. I'll have my scales, so I'll sort of throw stuff in and then I'll sort of say, oh, well, that was about 50 grams of whatnot. So I'm having to bend down because I can't get the camera height right. So we are going to use a tub of soya yogurt. So this is 500 grams. I'm going to use half soya yogurt, so that'll be 250 grams. And I'm literally going to shove that in my NutriBullet cup. And then I'm going to use the other half, so this will be, oh no, thank goodness I put down a tablecloth. Spoon. So I'm going to use another half a cup of the Greek yogurt. So I could weigh it, but I'm just going to put half of this in. And Greek yogurt is really high in protein, so it is a good yogurt to use if you are trying to up your protein intake, if you are on a particular nutrition plan, you're trying to build some lean muscle. Okay, so that's great. So I am gonna then add that into here. Now, my next move is that I'm going to use oats. I have got the free from gluten from Tesco. I don't think I'm gluten intolerant, but I used to think that, so I just always have bought these. Now I fill up the whole tub, and I'm going to add it to my NutriBullet blender. I'm going to blend a little bit to start with. to check the consistency, what you want is like a cake dough consistency. So, probably a little bit too yogurty. So I think I use 2 of these cups, but I'm going to just go by half, add it, and then see. So I'm going to have my oven preheated at about 220. I have in here coconut oil because I bought the spray bottle. I don't like sunflower oil, and I recommend using coconut oil. I just feel like it's nicer and better for you. So I'm just going to spray my loaf tin. Just make sure that it's a bit greasy. Ready for the batter to go in, basically. Okay. Ah, my hands are all greasy from the oil. Alright. So you want your consistency to be a bit like that, right? So now I'm just going to pour this into my loaf tin. So I just find using oats as flour so much better. Oats are so much better for you than the processed flour. Once that's all in there, I'm just going to blend it. Then we're going to add some apricots. Now, you can add as many as you like. I'm going to add about 100 grams of dried apricots, okay? So, I literally cannot be bothered to get a chopping board, so I just scissor chop them, which I do pretty much all the veg. So, shove it all in. And then you literally, if you want less apricots, if you don't want to use apricots and you want to use dates instead, use dates. Figs go really well, like dried figs go really nice. Like, I've done a fig and walnut oat bread before. And I just find like an apricot and white chocolate feels quite Christmassy. So once all of that is chopped, I'm just going to literally fold it all into the bread. Now you can get these grenade bars from Holland & Barrett. Some Tesco's are doing them now, and they're really good, yummy treat, the source of protein. This is the white chocolate cookie, and you get about 22 grams of protein, and it's also not bad in terms of, it's alright fats, but decent carbs. So nutrition wise, it's actually quite a good ratio of carbs, fats and protein. So I'm literally just chopping the bar into bits. And then I am going to blend the white chocolate with the apricot and the batter. And you can always, if it feels a bit too stiff, you could always add a bit more yogurt as you go. But I actually think that the consistency of this is really good and doughy. So once you think that's all mixed evenly, just make sure that it's nicely in your loaf tin. And then I'm going to say put it in your oven for about 20 minutes. But I always find that I go back to it and it's not completely done in the middle. So it just tastes like cake batter without like the eggs. So, okay. Then look like this, and put it in your oven, and we will come back to it. Okay. Now we are going to make some cheesecake balls. These are my Christmas balls, basically. So, what you will need is, for the cheesecake balls, some light Philadelphia, some ginger nut biscuits, a little bit of peanut butter, some lemon curd, and I think that's it. But if I add more, I will let you know. So, I'm not even going to clean out the blender because it's oats and yogurt, and that will totally work with these gingers. Okay. So, I'm going to use one. I don't know how many I'm going to use. 2, 3, 4. We'll start with 5. And then I'm going to use about 60 grams of light Philadelphia. Then, like, none of this is going to look like, I'm so untidy. It's nearly gone, so I'm going to double dip. Let's use 20 grams of peanut butter. We are going to use 50 grams of lemon curd. Now you could use raspberry jam if you would prefer like raspberry cheesecake balls, whereas I'm making lemon cheesecake balls and I think they work well with ginger nut biscuits. So I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to blend it and see what the consistency is like, and if I need something else to add, I'm going to see whether to add oats or dates. So good. Right, because it's quite gloopy, I'm just going to add some oats. That was about 30 grams. I'm adding about 4 dates just to then make the gloop stick together a little bit more. You are going to roll them into really gloopy balls. Okay. Then you can lick your hand. They're a bit messy, but I'm going to put them in the freezer So I just checked on the protein bread. Don't think I put enough baking powder in it, but it's still going to cook. So I'm now going to clean this by eating it. It is so yum. Okay, so for the lighting has gone really dark, hasn't it? It's going to be fine. For our mini Christmas puddings, we are going to use about 50 grams of apricots, 50 grams of dates. I'm going to use 2 pieces of dark chocolate for the bitterness, like the richness, sorry, that you get like in a... I mean, usually actually, I'm going to melt this in the microwave first. Then choose some nuts, about 50 grams. Then blend. Roll these into balls as well. Now this is the consistency the other balls were meant to be. Suck on my salty Christmas balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. This will make however many it makes, and then if you want to make more, double, triple, whatever you want to do. Now as well, I've not blended this very well, but it means you get the like fruity, nutty chunks in the balls. So actually, as long as it makes like nice sort of sticky balls, then I don't think you actually need to blend it perfectly at all, because it's probably going to be nicer when you bump into them, when you bite into them. And you could get a whole nut, shove it into the middle, and then you've got a little nut surprise when you bite into it. Alright, so you then have these balls, put them in the freezer to set. So, just checked on the bread and it's nearly done, and the consistency is actually quite nice. So I'm just going to leave it a little bit longer and clear up. Okay guys, I just tasted the cheesecake bites and they are so good, it's not even funny. They're so good. Here is the finished product. Have it. Ta-da! Some Christmas treats that are made with all natural ingredients, and hopefully you will find them really yummy. If you do recreate them, let me know, send me a comment, and I hope that they seem simple enough that you know that you could literally not have to be a perfect chef like Nigel and Lawson or anything to be able to make something yummy and kind of healthy. Okay, see you later.